If you clicked on this video because of the title, I think we both know why you're here. And it's because we need to get your shit together. Girl, me too. Honestly, I'm not here to attack you. I'm not here to attack you, okay? But let's talk about it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Omi, and if you're not, you already knew that, but welcome back. I'm a designer and an all-around 360 creative, and I'm on a mission to leave at least one more person inspired every single day to chase their most creative and elaborate dreams. Welcome to the channel. It really does get to the point where you have to make the decision to go after your dreams, where you realize nobody else is gonna do this for you. You may not know exactly what you're doing, but it's time to jump. I feel like every creator at some point in their journey gets that realization. Whether you're on my channel as a creator or a graphic designer or a multifaceted artist or whatever the case may be, it's time to get our shit together, and we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible because I need you to hear me. It is up to you and you alone to decide when you want to be taken seriously. It's time to stop wasting time. I know sometimes we think that we have to do all this research, we have to have such a solid plan before we even start, but that is not the case. The worst thing you can do is over-plan. I know you've been doing all that. I know you've been getting your ducks in a row and making sure you have all the tools you need to be successful, but you've been ready. So I don't know why you haven't acted on it quite yet. What are we doing? And I'm not saying do not plan. I'm sure y'all have heard the saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. And yes, that is absolutely the case. I know, I understand that. But it gets to a point, okay? Because you've been planning since last spring and you still haven't done the thing that you were supposed to do last summer. All I'm saying is don't let the plan take priority over the action. Because at some point, planning becomes a lie that we tell ourselves to keep ourselves comfortable. Babe, you know that you got all the plans. You know that you're ready, but you don't want to face the discomfort that comes with actually taking the leap. It is what it is. I understand it. I've been in that situation multiple times, but you got to just jump. All of this planning that you're doing, it becomes a productive way to procrastinate, especially if it's never followed by action. And like I said, I'm only saying this because I too have been in this cyclic planning phase of getting my life together to the point where I'm never actually getting my life together and actually pursuing the dreams that have been placed on my heart that I know I'm here to act on. In this trap, I feel like it's essentially formed because of the limiting beliefs that we place on ourselves time and time again. You keep telling yourself that you're not ready, but you'll never be ready if you don't think you're not ready right now. I know that sounds very cliche that you'll never be ready, you just have to start, but it's honestly true. Because the moment that you start and you keep going, you build this sort of momentum and you learn along the way. A lot of people aren't willing to fail. I was one of those people. Failure was my biggest fear, but failure is inevitable. And the sooner that you embrace that, the sooner you can also embrace the journey of just starting and figuring out as you go. And honestly, that is the quickest way to learn, to pivot, to gain experience, and to become better and better. Especially if you're like me, if you are a dream chaser, if you have dreams big enough that scare you, and you dream bigger than the average person, you will never be ready, really. You can't be ready. You just have to do it. You just have to start and keep going. There's no other way around it. Especially as creators where we don't have anything particularly mapped out for us, all of our journeys look different, and I feel like there's so much beauty in that. There's so much beauty in embracing our stories and embracing our history and our past and turning that into something beautiful. That can only happen when you get the guts to actually start. So figure out what you can do today. It doesn't have to be anything huge. You can start small. I feel like that's another thing. So many people think that they have to tackle the entire mountain all at once, but it starts with just taking a step towards the mountain. And then suddenly you're climbing up the mountain. Suddenly you're halfway up the mountain. And then suddenly you're at the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Small actions turn into milestones. Small actions turn into opportunities that you would have never got if you had never started. And I fully believe that when you are doing these small actions, you're telling the universe or God or whatever you believe in that you are ready for more. You are actually showing up, you're doing what you need to do, and you're opening your arms to the opportunity that is already on its way to you. But that opportunity will never get to you if you can't even open your arms or even start. You see what I'm saying? And I fully believe that the sooner you change your habits, the sooner you are to getting closer to your dreams. It's currently May 1st, 2026. Last year in October, I changed my life. It started off with changing my eating habits, shifted into going to the gym more regularly. Like, started with simple things that better me, that pour into myself and create ultimately a healthier lifestyle for myself. And because I did that, I was able to also prioritize rest. I was also able to prioritize pouring into self before I could pour out to others. And after I was able to lock that stuff down, I was able to prioritize creating consistently and creating things that mattered and things that were impactful and so much more. I have to say, I started small and it has compounded over time. Like, I have had some of the biggest opportunities in my life since then. I'm about to buy my first car, okay? Like, and it's crazy. If you knew the history, it's really crazy for me to even be able to say that right now, but it's all because I decided to start. Like, even with content, I started a few years ago, like, consistently posting content. I started with terrible color grading, no lighting setup, just vibes. Like, literally a whim. I just wanted to get it out. I knew I was called to do this, and here we are. But once again, I'm just gonna reiterate that it's only up to you to decide when you're gonna stop playing with your potential. It's time to stop playing about things that you want other people to think that you are serious about. So if your thing is designing, if your thing is art or acting or filmmaking or whatever the case may be, stop playing around with yourself. Stop playing around with your talent. Actually show up and show up consistently. Really embrace your calling. That's all you can do, is embrace it and do it and show up. And the more you show up, the more the opportunities will come. The more you will be taken care of, the more you'll take care of yourself. I love the quote. It's like, if somebody were to look at the choices you make on a daily basis, would they be able to see that you're serious about your goals? So think about that. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on you because that is a lot. I know that's a heavy thing, right? Think about that. And if the answer is no, you have some changes that you need to make. Whether that is waking up earlier or just being more consistent when you post or whatever the case may be, or actually making something and creating and just falling back in love with that again. Whatever the case may be, like, you want your daily habits to align with the life that you're building, even if they're small habits. I'm not saying you gotta go out and become a CEO overnight or whatever. As long as there's some type of progression that is tangible and that shows the evidence of you chasing your dreams, I think you're in a good spot. I think you're in a great spot, actually. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to join the homies. Go ahead and feel free to follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well. I'm way more active on those platforms, but I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, make something beautiful today and try to leave at least a warmer person inspired. Bye. Love you.